Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to online class of biology of class 6th. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good at your home. Students, I am Achal Mittal and today in this video of bio, I am going to give you question answers of lesson number 2. In my previous video, I have completed exercises of lesson number 2. So not further delay, take out your book and copy also. You all have to write all the answers in your copy. All question answers in your copy. So not further delay, take out it, and here I have written the answers. You have to write the question from your book. Your first question is, answer the following question in short. Your first question, name any 4 flowering plants. Also mention the color of the flower in these plants. Here I have written rose, red, sunflower yellow, lotus pink, lily white. Second question, name a flower that has all the 4 words. So China rose, or it is also called as hibiscus. Question number 3, in which part of the flower is the ovule found? Ovule is found in the ovary of a flower. Question number 4, what is pollination? The process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or another flower of same type is known as pollination. Now come on next. You can take a screenshot to write all the answers. Which is meant by the term fertilization? So fifth answer is here. The process of fusion of the male cell with the female cell is known as fertilization. Question number 6. Give example of 2 plants that show apical germination of seeds. So answer is bean and cotton. Now come on, 7th question. It is on page number 32. What are the conditions necessary for the germination of seeds? So here is the answer. The condition necessary for germination of seeds are the sufficient amount of water, air, a suitable temperature. Now question number 8. What does the fertilization occur in a flowering plants? So fertilization occur inside the ovary in a flowering plant. You can take a screenshot. Now I hope you all get it. Now answer in the following detail. Answer the following questions in detail. It is on page number 32. Your first question is, what are the male and female part of a flower? Mention the functions of each. So here the male part of a flower is androecium. It consists filament. The function of filament, it holds the anther high up. Second anther, it contains pollen grains. Next part, the female part of the flower is gynoecium. It consists stigma. It has a sticky substance for the trapping the pollen grains. So student, this is the function of stigma. Next style, it holds the stigma high to catch the pollen grains. Third ovary, it protects the ovules and grows into fruits. Fourth ovule, the ovules develop into seeds. So this is the first answer in detail. It is over. Now second answer. It is here. Question is, explain the structure of a seed in detail. So the seed has an outer protective cover called the seed coat. There is a small scale on the seed coat. This is known as hilum. At the pointed end of the seed, micropyle is situated very close to hilum. On removing the seed coat, fleshy parts called cotyledons are seen. The cotyledons store food for the baby plants called embryo. Embryo has 2 parts, radicle and plumule. So this is the answer of question number 2. Now come on, third. The question is, what are the 2 types of germination in plants? Give 2 examples of each. So 2 types of germination are, number 1, apical germination, example papaya and castor. Second is hypogeal germination, example groundnut and mango. Now fourth question, name 3 agents by which pollination take place in plants. Also give 2 examples of plants in which pollination take place by these agents. So 3 agents by which pollination take place are by wind, example maize and wheat; by water, hydrilla and vallisneria; by insects, orchids and salvia. Now fifth question. What part is played by stamens and carpel of a flower in a reproduction? The part of stamen which take part in reproduction is anther. It bears pollen grains, male gametes, and the part carpel which take part in reproduction is ovary. It bears eggs. It is also called female gametes. Now, question number 6, it is on page number 33. Why do insect pollinated flowers produce nectar? It is because when the insects alight on the flower to collect nectar, the pollen grain stick on their bodies. When they visit another flower of the same species, the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma, thus leading to pollination. So, for the pollination. Now, seventh question, what are the pollen grains? Why are they produced in flower? Pollen grains are powdery substances. They are the male gametes produced in a flower to lead the process of fertilization. Now next, question number 8, give 1 point difference between calyx and corolla. So calyx are green colored structures are called sepals, while corolla are brightly colored large and scented structures called petals. Now come on the next, differentiate. Your first question, complete flower and incomplete flower. So complete flower, a flower which has all the 4 floral words is called a complete flower. Incomplete flower, a flower which lacks any one of the flower word is known as incomplete flower. Now next, self-pollination and cross-pollination. This I have already explained you. You can take a screenshot to write these answers. This is, and the next is apigeal germination and hypogeal. So first apigeal, it occurs in dicot seed. Number 2, hypogeal first, it occurs in monocot seeds. Second, emerge above the ground during germination. Hypogeal remains below the ground during germination. Apigeal, for example, bean, cotton, papaya. Hypogeal, example, maize, groundnut, mango. Now next, androecium and gynoecium difference. So it is third word of the flower. It is the first point of androecium. Next, gynoecium. It is the fourth word of the flower. Second, androecium. It consists of anther and filament. Second point of gynoecium, it consists of stigma, style and ovary. Students, don't write here E. This is wrong. So androecium. Okay, androecium. Now third point, it is male part of flower and produce pollen grains. Gynoecium, it is female part of the flower and having ovule. Okay, now come on, think critically. Your first question of think critically is, can fertilization occur in flowering plants without pollination? So no. Fertilization does not take place without the pollination. It is because the fusion of male and female cell to produce a zygote is called fertilization, and the transfer of pollen grain to female cell is only possible by the process of pollination. Okay, now next question, tomato is a fruit but apple is not considered as a true fruit. Give reason. So answer, it is because tomato develops from a mature and ripened ovary and is known as true fruit. And next, the apple develops from the thalamus, a part of which the flower grows, hence it is called the false fruit. And in the explanation I have already explained you what is true fruit and false fruit. So students, those fruits grow from the ovary, they are the true fruits, and rather than ovary, except ovary, if they are growing from the other flowering parts, they are called false fruit. So student, this is the answers. These are the answers of lesson number 2. Hope you get it. You all have to write it. Thank you. Have a nice day. I will meet you in my next video with the explanation of next chapter. Take care.